Decanio Show. Starring your host, Jason Decanio. On the Jason Decanio Show, you get the greatest of music, news, weather, and of course, news of the weird. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the Jason Decanio Show, the greatest listener-supported internet radio station on this great planet we call Earth. And now, the guy that's so cool, they gave him his own radio station, Jason Decanio.
Thank you very much, Nick Jones, and welcome to this edition of the Jason Decanio Show. It is episode 399 on this Saturday night, October 4th, 2014, and we're so glad that you're with us here for another great edition of our great show here from the WJDC studios in beautiful Oviedo, Florida. And have we got a special treat for all you guys out there who want to get interested and up to date of what's going on the case of the Cyber Stalker versus the Queens New Yorker. That's right, friends. We're going to be talking to our resident ace, Keith Detweiler, to get the story and the update. It wasn't long before there was an update. And, friends, there's a lot of stuff going down, and we're going to bring you the honest truth to everything. So even if the stalker himself is sneaking into this show, get your ears on, buddy. Take some notes, because you're going to have to defend everything that we're talking about tonight. And I guarantee you, you could try to come and shut this show down. We'll be back up and running tomorrow, my friend. And it's all going to the proper people right here, right now. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it. All right, friends, here we go. We're going to call Keith Detweiler and get him on the phone right now.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Detweiler, how you doing?
Doing good.
All right, welcome to this edition of the Jason Decanio Show. It's episode 399.
It is.
That's right. And let me give you an insight of what had just happened before I exited my previous show on 398. Susan Foster came in and started shooting trouble.
Really?
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised at the end of this show that I'm not going to have an account by tomorrow morning. I guarantee you.
Well, that just goes to show you that Susan Foster, Ebayisajoke, Chuck Fitch, your days are going to be done. And we're not going to stand up for your cyberbullying, your scams anymore. We've talked to the police, so why don't you shove the Canton police officer up your ass, because your ass is going to be going to jail for the shit that you pull. They have all your stuff, so I have the officer's name and number if you want to call him. Mr. Officer Pike we talked to, and we're not taking it no more.
That's right.
We're doing something about it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yes, we spoke to the proper people, Mr. Fitch, and they are going to be investigating you. And this time they ain't fucking around. So if you've got anything there that's going to be connected to you, you better find some way to delete it, because I guarantee you, even if you delete your stuff, our stuff still stands right there, right where it belongs. You may run, you can run, but you can't hide.
Right on, brother. Right on, brother.
There you go. But I hear, and let me tell you this much, I spoke to the Citrus Hill Country Club today. Your ass is grass, my friend, for frauding them, getting soliciting information, and then trying to tie it in with me. Your ass is grass on that. So come Monday, I'm already reporting them to what you do. Okay?
Oh, you live in the state of Florida, so that's a crime in the state of Florida he pulled.
And that's right. He pulled them. He pulled
Oh,
the
boy.
bull over it. Yep. And when I find out that he sent his personal address to them, because what does the stupid idiot decide to do? He decides to put his address right on the video and show it to the whole damn world, who now has his personal address. Oh boy.
Oh, and I saw that video, Mr. Charles Finch. Yeah, and that is proven evidence right there for the state of Florida to prosecute you for that mail fraud that you pulled on Jason Decanio, saying that he scammed you in a fake newsletter. That is propaganda used in media, and it's against the law to do so.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget...
Just copy the video and send it to the police officers in Florida, because it's across state lines, and that's a federal offense in the mail.
That's right.
That's 5 years in prison, dude. $5,000 fine. Matter of fact, you can get up to 15 years in prison for every mail that you do.
And knowing he's a heartless person who really don't care what is being done to him, hey, 15 years in the penitentiary, you know.
Oh, another thing. It's also a federal crime to threaten to use that criminal material to go to the Canton police officers.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to know that today when I called.
I take it you had a very good conversation with Officer Pike.
I did. And he said they're going to look into the issue. They're going to look into the situation, and you called, and that was good words to him, and I think that they're going to do, I think the Canton police need to know that he is using the Canton police for his propaganda and his criminal acts online.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't forget also, too, Keith, we also have my co-host Stephanie Breon, who has been victimized by Charles Fitch, and she's on right now as well, too. She's here in the studio, so say hello, Steph, to Keith.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. Nice to hear you again.
It's nice to hear from you, too.
Yeah, and I think you're doing the right thing, stepping up and telling Mr. Finch that no more of these games.
Yeah, it's over and done with. And even Stephanie has told him numerous occasions to back the fuck off, or she will press charges against him. And mind you, my friend, if she presses charges against you for stalking, your ass is going to jail, no matter what we do. It doesn't matter.
Well, here's what I found out about online. It doesn't matter what state it's in. You can see it in the state of Florida. It is a crime. Fact. It's a crime in the state of Florida because you can see the information in Florida, and you can also see it in Michigan. So it doesn't matter where it's at. It went across state lines.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that he pulls. You can say that to any attorney.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm asking anybody that's out there that listens to your program to really look into not hosting Mr. Charles Finch anymore, and with his fake websites, and he keeps changing his ISP names when he gets caught with the who's who, with the web hosting laws. Once he changes it back to some scrupulous name, so they don't know who he is. That don't work anymore.
Right. Exactly. And now that he's subscribed basically to the channel, now I even have to put that video on even I have to put it on a different setting because it's like, okay. There we go. Got to put it on the setting. Yep.
Yeah, you have to put your VPN on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, actually, when I talked to the police department, I told them, look, you're not going to be able to get on his website without a VPN. Matter of fact, he's probably blocking you is why you can't get on there. And it's exactly what was going on.
That's right.
And him using the police for his own use, saying he has family members in the police department, and he laughed about it in a comment. I'll tell you what, Mr. Finch, that's going to end up you in prison.
Mm-hmm.
It is a federal offense to use the police for your propaganda.
Yeah, especially when they're not going to protect you anymore. You are beyond protection. Now you're going to have to rely on your lawyer, if you even have a lawyer, to defend your sorry ass, because when we submit our evidence to your lawyer, I don't think for 1 minute he's even going to continue representing you.
No, when the false facts are generated to his attorney, and his attorney looks over it, and he says, I can't represent you because you lied, then the attorney can then turn on to us and say, I want your information because this is going to the state.
Mm-hmm.
And the state will pick up the fines and then haul Mr. Finch into a prison cell until his hearing.
Well, did you see the video he did? He says, well, when I get my deposition ready to go and these guys are going to have to come forward and testify to the truth against Mr. DeMarco, I'm going to have him right where I want him. Yeah, right. We're going to testify to the truth.
The deposition is going to be, you are going to get fried, my friend.
That's right.
Mr. Finch is going to get fried in deposition because we are not going to lie, and we have the information that we have, and that is going to be held against you in a deposition. So it's not a one-way street. Like he thinks he's a lawyer and thinks that. It doesn't work that way in court.
Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then when 30 of us show up with evidence, along with Rod Walchek that's got a PPO order in the state of Michigan, and at any deposition, I think you're going to probably have to lose more weight and you might want to run.
Well, he's losing weight and purposely to fight me, and he thinks by being skinnier that he thinks he's going to outweigh me. It doesn't matter if I was 277 pounds, 450 pounds like he so thinks I am. It's a matter of wits, speed, and outwitting him. That's about it. Because he's dumb in all categories. He's dumb, he's slow, and he's stupid. That's basically it.
Hey, Rocky.
Oh yeah.
He put rabbit on my ass.
Yeah, and we should.
I like the video. Yeah.
Oh, I think the Irwin Winkler Chardoff Company should know about that one.
Yeah, that's copyright infringement.
Oh, he
didn't
loves
get
doing
permission
that.
to use that material.
He loves doing that, just like he tries to get me for copyright infringement on this show and all my YouTube channels and everything else. But the bottom line is that he uses on his own websites. Okay, I go through the websites themselves, like Ustream. I go through YouTube and use their services, okay? The only thing I don't have is the licensing. I can get the licensing, fat boy. It's real easy to get it. And then I will be so legit, you will never be able to touch me or any of my friends or supporters ever again.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're not hard to get licenses.
Oh, yeah, they're really
He doesn't
simple.
operate under a license. He doesn't have a license for anything but his big mouth.
Yeah, the pie hole that it is.
And maybe a gun permit that's going to get revoked when he goes to prison.
I'm really surprised they haven't revoked his gun license permit because he showed so many videos of his Glock 26 on YouTube, and we flagged the flipping bombs out of him. And yeah, I can go on record and say that I flagged it because that's threatening somebody with a gun. Even if you were showing how to clean the dang thing, showing how to shoot a gun is threatening to the young, fresh minds of YouTube, and we weren't going to tolerate that.
No, especially when I know how to get a civil order to have someone's gun permit revoked in the state of Michigan, and I don't think they'd like that too much.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Take one phone call because they're using it for propaganda, and that is also against the law. It's considered a threat to national security.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's like accused Mr. DeMarco of going into illegal places in New York City to film,
Right.
Calling him a terrorist. He thinks everybody who's against his ideas is a terrorist in some way, shape, or form. Oh, yeah, Mr. Fitch, we strike fear in the minds of those who fuck with us. Yeah, we strike fear, okay? We're going to make you so afraid of us that you won't know what to do at night anymore except lay your head on that pillow and start coming to your senses.
Yeah, he's going to bang his head on the table and think, why did I call that guy from Crazy 88 video a Nazi?
Yeah, what was that all about, Keith? I
have no idea. It was actually kind of stupid. But
yeah, but
he's a racist. He calls people gay. He's against Nazis. Who else is he against? Oh, Arabs, I think too.
Well, he made fun of the people who have cancer because he faked his own cancer.
Right.
He says, I don't care if I do that. Yeah, you should care, buddy, because if you really did have cancer, you wouldn't be making any videos. You'd go get some physical help, some chemotherapy, and actually do something positive to keep your life going,